What up right now? As I told you, my boy Patrick Harris has come in. He's a writer and producer and everything for ballabovall.net. Sorry, my mistake. But he came here to give us his mid-season award and his all-star predictions. How you doing today, man?
I'm good. How you?
I'm doing good, man. Tell the fans, say something to them.
Ballabovall.net. Go to that website. It's an up-and-coming website. It's going to look real good. It's a good look for the future. You can watch the show. You can view articles that I've written, and Smalls has written as well. You know, it's a good look, so do what you got to do. Hit up that website, www.ballabovall.net.
With that being said, we're going to get into the first question. Who do you think is the most improved player of this year?
Most improved player, to me, I think it should be Caron Butler because of what he's done in the past and what he's doing right now with the Washington Wizards.
Oh, that's a great look. I like him, too. We're going to get to Rookie of the Year. Who do you think is the most impressive rookie so far?
At first, I really thought it was going to be Brandon Roy. And then I kind of see a bit of characteristics through Adam Morrison that's now starting to come through the play while he's playing with the Bobcats. So I'm thinking it's going to be co-rookie of the year, Adam Morrison and Brandon Roy, which has not been done since Jason Kidd and Grant Hill did it 13 years ago.
That's a good point right there. We're going to get to the next one. Defensive Player of the Year.
Ben Wallace.
Hands down, Ben Wallace has always been a defensive prize.
He'll pick your pockets.
Basically. We're going to go to MVP. Who's your MVP award right now?
Without this guy on this team will be nowhere. Kobe Bryant is the MVP of the league. He should have been in last year and the year before. Without Kobe Bryant, the LA Lakers is a sub-500 team. So Kobe Bryant deserves to be the MVP. Not to take anything away from Dirk or Nash.
That's a good point right there. You know, it's hard for them to get a win when Kobe's on the court. So Kobe's back. They got Lamar Odom back. So we expect good things from him in a few months to come. We're going to get into the next one, which is GM, General Manager Award. Who has put together the best transactions or acquired the best players?
I think this former player, helped his team out a lot. John Paxson by signing Ben Wallace. So I think that's always a good look for Ben Wallace to join the team. And it doesn't hurt to have drafted Tyrus Thomas and Cephalosha coming off your bench as well.
That's a good look right there. You know, he acquired Ben Wallace, and that took a lot to get him there. So you got to give him a thumbs up for that. Next up, we're going to go to Coach of the Year right now. Who has the best coaching tactics in the NBA?
Records speak for itself. 41-9 is not a bad record at all. So you all know that goes to Avery Johnson of what he's doing with this Dallas Mavericks team. Took it over from Don Nelson, and he's been doing what he has to do. He's been a coach in the making ever since his days of playing with San Antonio.
Yeah, he used to be called the little general on San Antonio.
Exactly.
That's a good point right there.
He learned underneath Greg Popovich, so that's always a good look.
And don't forget, Dallas was a running gun offense, and he still has the running gun flair with a little bit of defense. So that's a great point that you brought that out.
A lot of defense.
So we're going to get into the next one. Finals. Who do you see in the finals so far this point in the season?
Well, I picked the Nets and the Nuggets preseason, and I'm going to stick with my picks of the Nets and the Nuggets. Nuggets because they have Carmelo Anthony and Allen Iverson, along with Marcus Camby, and Steve Blake has been playing very well as of late. And on the Nets side of things, because of Neil Chris's injury, Mikey Moore has been playing a hell of a lot of basketball, playing very well, averaging close to double-doubles every night. And Jason Kidd is a walking triple-double. And we all know what Vince Carter can do. And Richard Jefferson is going to come back soon from that ankle injury. So watch out for these surging Nets.
Although, I like to say, Denver Nuggets acquired Allen Iverson, they need to start winning games.
It's very true. They're very true. They need to start winning games. But they went on a 3-game winning streak lately. So looks like they're looking in the right direction.
And we'll see how that plays out. But also the New Jersey Nets, since you talked about them, I think they need to get a deeper bench. I think that the trio of Richard Jefferson, Jason Kidd, and Vince Carter is good. But once they come off the court, then that team is very, very mediocre.
It's very skeptical for them to even win anything without them being on the court. But Lawrence Frank knows how to manufacture those W's.
Well, you heard it here, so I'll hold him to that when the end of the season comes up. He will be back for more episodes, so we'll question him on those picks.
Oh, definitely.
But anyway, we're going to go to All-Star right now. What are your All-Star predictions? It's almost All-Star weekend. I look forward to this event. Who do you see winning this rookie-sophomore game?
Rookie-sophomore, because of Darren Williams so well, I think the sophomores are going to win just because of Darren Williams and Chris Paul.
Oh, that's a good pick because I also have them. skills competition.
Kobe Bryant, until we find out who replaces Steve Nash because of his injuries. If it's Jason Kidd, then I'm going to switch to Jason Kidd, but for now it's Kobe Bryant.
Yeah, as I said earlier, Steve Nash got injured Monday night, so he will miss All-Star Weekend. So he's going with Kobe Bryant unless Jason Kidd is selected as the replacement.
Yes.
So I look forward to you answering that question next week. But three-point shootout. Who do you have?
I say Gilbert Arenas. Even though he's not a pure shooter, he's a pure scorer. But I say Gilbert Arenas will get the three-point crown this year.
Okay, look forward to seeing him going up against Dirk, because we know Dirk is definitely going to be in that final round.
Yes, he is.
Next up, we're going to go to slam dunk contest. Who's your favorite right now?
Gerald Green. I don't see anybody that exciting in the slam dunk contest. Even though Lil Nate can do some things, but he did everything he had to do last year. Gerald Green, it's your turn to wear that championship crown of slam dunk contest winner.
And last but not least, East West. We're from the East Coast. Who are you going for? You going for the enemies, or you staying home?
I'm staying home.
That's what you got to do.
It's because Jason Kidd is on that court. His eighth All-Star appearance.
We see that we have this Nets bias thing going, but the East is definitely where it's at. We're on the East Coast, so we represent the East Coast. And with that being said, that's all the questions I have for you at this time. Is there anything else that you want to mention before we
say thank you for having me on the show?
Oh, it's a pleasure.
Look forward to seeing myself on here again. And ballerboard.net, like I said before, go to that website. You'll enjoy it. Later.
All right, at this point, that's all has been said. We're going to get into the next segment of the show, which is Half Court Trap.